Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be looking at the first homework, or well, one of the first homeworks you might get for chapter 5. And our chapter 5 is all about conditionals. So let's run through this homework together to see what we can do. Now in this homework you're going to be making a for loop, but don't worry, I'm going to give you the template code for a for loop. So we'll take a look at part 1. And it asks you to make 3 different lists. Now there are lists available in the worksheet. I would ask that you copy those lists. I'm going to make different lists because I don't want to give you homework that you can just directly copyright. So I'll say favorite fruit instead, and this favorite fruit is going to be mango. Let's add a few more. Watermelon. Let's do cherries. We'll do pineapple. Maybe one more. Let's do apples. Good. And we'll put in inventory. So this is what I have already. So let's say I have already in my fridge, I have grapes, and I also have, let's do pears. Why not? And foods, or rather fruits, I hate. And there are actually fruits I really don't like. So let's do blueberries, because they taste of nothing, in my opinion. And we'll also do, is there another fruit that I do not like? Durian is also pretty gross for me. And tomatoes. Tomatoes are technically a fruit. I know they're more like strawberries, as rather they're more like vegetables, but they are technically a fruit. Okay, so we'll take a look and see what we can do. We're also going to make another list, and this list is going to be fruits in bowl. If I can type fruits in bowl. And this is going to be made up of a few different items. So we'll do mango and watermelon. We'll add that here. Okay, we'll also add, we'll add grapes and pears. Yes, grapes and pears, like so. And we'll add blueberries and durian. There we go. Now we have a list of different fruits, and some of these fruits can be found in these fruits right here, or rather these lists right here. So the next thing is going to be the food loop. So here's what we're going to say. We're going to say for fruits in bowl. There we go. And I'm going to show you what this does. So this is basically going through everything in the list and going through it one by one. So it's going to print out mango, watermelon, grapes, pears, blueberries, and durian in order like so. You can see it's going to do that now. Oh, if it runs. Okay, let's try that again. For some reason it's not running. Okay, let's actually open the console again and see what the issue is. Okay, there we go. It did run. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Just so you can see, yes, mango, watermelon, grapes, pears, blueberries, and durian. So it goes through each thing in the list, or each fruit in the list one by one, and then prints out that fruit. Perfect. And this is actually a variable, and then so is this, right? So what we're going to need to do now is for each fruit in the bowl, we're going to need to check if it's a favorite fruit in the inventory or in the fruits that we hate. And you can just copy this this for loop. Of course, you would use food and foods on table or foods available, something like that. Good. So we're going to say if the food is in our favorite fruits, we're going to say this. So we'll say if fruit in favorite fruit, print delicious. I will eat it right. Oh, actually, if it's in favorite fruit delicious, I will put it in my inventory. And we're going to say elif fruit in inventory. We'll say print delicious. I will eat it right away. And then we're going to say elif fruit in fruits I hate. We'll say print yuck. I will give this to my brother. Okay, so we'll press play, see what happens. Okay, great, delicious. I'll put it in my inventory. So you can see that, yeah, it's activating. But the issue is here, we don't actually know if it's what the fruit is. So we're gonna use an F string here, and we're gonna say delicious, delicious fruit, like so. And try and guess what this is gonna do before I press play. We'll put it right here too. Put it in there, yucky fruit. So what do you think is going to happen? Try and guess what's going to happen. Perfect. You can see, yeah, it says delicious mango, delicious watermelon, delicious grapes, delicious pears, yucky blueberries, yucky durian. So now the user knows what is inside of the fruit variable that we're accessing inside of our conditionals, right? Okay, perfect. So there is something else I want you to do. What I want you to do is I want you to say if the fruit is in your favorite foods, and or rather if the food is in your favorite food and inventory, print I'm eating it right now along with the fruit name. If it's in only fave food and not in inventory, what I want you to do is I want you to also do something else, which is going to be say you are adding it to your inventory and append to your inventory. So for example here, I'll put it in my inventory. We'll actually need to do this too, right? So we'll say, let's say inventory dot append, and we're going to append fruit. Now this is going to put the fruit inside of our favorite fruit, or rather our inventory, like so. Good. And the last two things is going to be if the food is in foods I hate, then you can say yucky, and yeah, just say yucky, right? Or yucky this fruit, and then name the fruit. This banana or this watermelon is bad. I'm not going to eat it. And if the food doesn't belong in any list, say I'm not sure, maybe next time. So how do we do that? Well, if we put something like this, let's put here another fruit we haven't seen, a raspberry, maybe strawberry. There we go. Now if I press play, what's going to happen? Perfect. Okay, and if I actually print out... Oh, I didn't actually do this. I didn't do this bit. Okay, let's add that now. So we're going to do else. Now, what does else do? Else basically says if anything else happens, that's not 1, 2, 3, or whatever you've defined in if, elif, and elif, else will do everything else. So anything that doesn't hit one of these conditions, else will take care of. Print, I am not sure about that fruit. Okay. Let's press play. Good, I'm not sure about that fruit. That works. Okay, good. So that's pretty much it. If you follow along with the code, you should be able to see what you need to do. At the end, I also want you to do something like this, which is going to be print f-string updated inventory is going to be equal to the inventory. There we go, like so. Press play. And yeah, this is our updated inventory. So you can see that we've taken a few things from our favorite food. So you can see that we've taken mango and watermelon and we've put it inside of our inventory because our inventory only had grapes and pears before, but now we have mango and watermelon. Okay, great. Is there anything else we should look at? Yeah, sure. One more thing we can do is clean up the inputs or clean up the code. Rather clean up the strings that you're printing out to the user. Okay, so if you need to, you could use title or maybe strip if you need to. And that's going to come in handy because what I would like you to do as a bonus is make the lists user generated. How do we do that? I'm going to do one for you. Let's do fruits I hate. is going to be equal to input what fruits do you hate? And we need to make a second variable here. Fruits I hate list. Okay. Fruits I hate list. Good. And the input for this should be something like this. Mango, watermelon, like this, apple, strawberry. There we go. And what I want you to try and figure out is how do you split this up and then append it to this list. It's quite easy. So we're going to say something like this. Individual fruits. Let's try this. And we'll get rid of all of this for now, just so it's really clear. Let's get rid of this. From here, from line 11, get rid of that. There we go. So I'm going to say inputs inventory dot append. So fruits I hate. So we want to split fruits I hate list. Aha, okay, this is better. So we'll do fruits I hate list, which is right here. And we're going to say is now equal to fruits I hate split on comma. And if we print fruits I hate, this should have a bunch of things inside. Let's take a look. Mango, watermelon. Let's see if that works. Okay, so mango, well, yeah, good. You can see, yeah, it puts it inside of the fruits I hate list. And let's actually get rid of this too, just so it's super clear that it does work. Do that one more time. We're going to add something really obscure. Let's do custard, apple, and we'll do star fruit. Is there any other weird fruits you can think of? Persimmon? I think that's a little bit weird. It's common in Korea though. Okay. Yeah, you can see that we now have this as a list, right? So the fruits I hate is now a list. So I want you to try and do this for each of the lists you need. So we need one for you. You'll need one for favorite food, and then favorite food list. You'll need inventory, and inventory will be the same, to be honest. And then fruits I hate and fruits I hate list, right? That's what I want you to do. So your lists inside your list should come from user input, and you might need to clean it up using this. You might even need to do strip. You might even need to do replace white space with no white space. There's a lot of things you can do here, right? What is this? 8 strip. Okay, let's get rid of that. That might work. And as a matter of fact, we might need to put this last. Will that work? Yes, it does. Okay. So make sure whatever you do, strip is, or split is last. There we go. Perfect. The reason why split needs to come last is because it turns it into a list. And these are string methods, which only work on strings, not on entire lists. Okay, perfect. So I know that was quite a lot. And that's a longish video, but this should be very clear for you. Hopefully you understand this. So see you guys next week, and make sure you do this homework early, right? I don't want to hear any excuses next week. Make sure you do it as soon as you can. I'm looking forward to seeing your submissions. This is quite interesting. See you guys in the next lesson. Goodbye.